Daylight Savings Time Begins Day. It's my favorite day. Spring forward. I know you lose an hour, but like, sorry, I'm like feeling like I'm not straightened up. Yeah, you lose an hour, but that's okay. It's worth it so that the sun sets later and there's like more daylight later in the day. I no longer do I wake up early enough for it to affect me, really, the when the sun rises. But when the sun sets, that affects me so much. It affects my mood, it affects my ability to do things. So daylight savings time begins is my favorite. And then I always say that it's like so different from Christmas, because Christmas, like, you have like this big spike of like enjoyment and happiness, but there's like all this stress before it, and then there's a little bit of like of a dip in mood after it, and then everything gets like everything just happens all at once, and then like there's kind of like some low points after it. But with daylight savings time, then like around the day, like the day itself is kind of bad because you lose the hour of sleep, and you um so that makes it a little bit harder to go through your day. It makes Monday a little bit harder. People actually have more accidents, more car accidents, more heart attacks on this day. But um, you, all the days leading up to it, the days are getting a little bit longer, the sun setting a little bit later. And then all the days after it, the sun is still setting later, but you have that big jump. So, like, the days just get better and better, both before daylight savings time begins and after. Come in. Come in. I'm on a live, but I think I might stop it.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. I was just going to talk about how I sold my art piece.
yeah?
I
You said do it.
talked about daylight savings time, and then I'll keep it short
Yeah.
and show off my cool leggings,
Yeah.
my cool tights.
Oof. Okay.
Right. Have
I'm gonna
fun.
go make some coffee and then get to work.
Did you do your walk already?
Yeah.
That was so fast. Hi. How are you doing? So I sold an art piece. It was my first art piece that I sold that wasn't for charity. Like, the I got money. Like, the gallery got some gallery fees, but then I got money for selling my art piece, and it wasn't at a craft fair. So like, this is like a big deal for me. I've sold things at craft fairs, but they're not like art pieces that you put on the wall. So this was like a big step for me, and it made me feel pretty good. Um, it was I put in 3 pieces into this. You're from Indonesia. Welcome. Hello. Um, the what was I saying? Oh, I put in 3 pieces. My husband put in 3 pieces, and I put in 3 pieces. And the like we had a couple of pieces that were like between 300, 400, 500, $700, about like that. And then I put in one piece for uh, from 150, 150. That's the one that sold. So it would have been nicer if one of like the bigger ones sold for us, but that's okay. I got 2 people, like, that one sold, and then right after that one sold, someone called the gallery and they're like, "Are the owls still available?" So you might have seen some of my shorts and some of like my longer form video where I show how I made the owls. It's an altered book. So I took out and I like carved the pages into the book, and then I made some owls out of some cardstock and I put the owls in. But you can see those if you look at my page. You can see how I did that. I have a couple of shorts and a long form video about it. I used a lot of journal making techniques that I've learned from people, journal makers on YouTube, and all that. So I'm very thankful for YouTube to encourage me to make the journals, and then especially to my friend, my um, someone I've known since high school, but my husband's like lifelong best friend. She encouraged me to. She was like, "Your journals are so great. Make a page and just put it on the wall for one of the galleries." And that's basically what I did with my owls, and that sold right away. It was the first thing to sell, and then someone else wanted to buy it. So I it made me feel really good thinking about how I'm really on the right track. Like I still wished one of my paintings sold, like my actual acrylic paintings, but that's okay. Like this makes me feel like I can keep on doing the paper and the altered books and the journals and sell those, even just selling those as art. And like if I put in uh, three pieces next gallery, then maybe all of my pieces will be like that. So I'm really happy. And maybe my paintings will sell in another capacity, and maybe they'll sell at another gallery even. So I met one other artist who was hung up next to my painting, and he said like sometimes you can go like galleries and galleries and galleries and you don't sell anything, and then the next gallery you make 5,000 in one night, and you have to keep on like putting your stuff out there, and people, because this is what we enjoy to do, this is what we enjoy doing. And um, so if you have the money to get yourself into a gallery and you have the desire, you should do it. And I think that makes me feel good. And he also said like there's a lot of good that comes from hearing people talk about your pieces, connecting with other artists, learning from other artists. And like I wouldn't there's a lot of artists everywhere. There's a lot of artists around, and I might not interact with as many if I didn't do these galleries. So I'm really happy. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. I'm trying to I'm trying to say it right. I'm buzzing. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say for today. I didn't have a lot planned. Like, I have this little calendar sheet that says, like, some lives I can do, and the only thing that I have written here is daylight savings time. So, I think that's all I had to say for today. I might come back tomorrow and actually start doing some craftings on some lives, because I have a craft fair coming up at the end of next month, and I now that this art gallery is behind me, I want to really pour myself into um, that craft show. But for tonight, we rest because uh, interacting, like even that little tiny bit of socializing that you do, and like standing by your paintings and stuff, like it's kind of a weird kind of tiring, like because it tires your brain, and then also you can't walk around much because and like oil your joints, so you're like really just standing in one place for a long time, and like you're not sitting down, so it's like it can take a lot out of you. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please leave your congratulations, all your congratulations, to me, because I am now a professional artist.